Throughout history, humankind has always been driven by the quest for knowledge. We look to the stars, we delve into the depths of the ocean, and we examine the very fabric of existence, all in pursuit of understanding what surrounds us. Yet, despite our advancements, there remain ancient secrets shrouded in mystery, elusive puzzles that science has struggled to untangle. These are the enigmas that whisper through the corridors of time, enticing our curiosity and sparking our imagination. What are these ancient mysteries that have withstood the scrutiny of modern science? One of the most captivating yet perplexing mysteries lies within the Great Pyramids of Giza. Structurally astonishing and resilient against the test of time, these monumental structures have drawn the attention of architects, historians, and enthusiasts for centuries. Built over 4,000 years ago, the pyramids were designed as tombs for the pharaohs. What baffles many is not just how they were constructed with the limited technology of their time, but the precise alignment of these pyramids with the stars. The Great Pyramid of Khufu, the largest of the three, is aligned almost perfectly with the cardinal points of the compass. This level of precision is simply astounding given that the ancient Egyptians had none of the sophisticated tools that we possess today. What's even more intriguing is the possibility that their builders possessed knowledge of astronomy that they could not have accessed solely through observation. Some theorize that they may have had divine inspiration, while others speculate about contact with advanced civilizations. Still, the truth remains locked in the sands of time, leaving us to wonder how much more there was to their understanding of the cosmos that we haven't yet deciphered. Another historical enigma is Stonehenge, the prehistoric monument located on the Salisbury Plain in England. This structure, made of massive stones arranged in a circular layout, has puzzled archaeologists and historians for centuries. While theories about its purpose abound, from a ceremonial site to an astronomical observatory, no definitive explanation has been reached. What adds to the mystery is how these enormous stones, some weighing over 20 tons, were transported from quarries that are located miles away. Evidence suggests that these megaliths were crafted with incredible precision, yet how they were moved and positioned remains a swirling cloud of theories. Interestingly, new research reveals that Stonehenge might have been part of a larger complex of monuments and burial sites in the surrounding area. Yet, each discovery only seems to deepen the mystery, layering questions upon questions. Did the ancient people who constructed Stonehenge have an elaborate understanding of the natural world, one that we are still trying to uncover? What rituals took place within its stones? These burning questions echo within the ruins, feeding the fire of speculation and wonder. Shifting our focus to the Americas, we encounter the Nazca Lines in Peru, an extraordinary ancient feat etched into the arid desert. These massive geoglyphs depict shapes ranging from simple lines to complex figures of animals and plants. The largest of the designs stretch across several hundred feet, visible only from the sky. The purpose of these colossal markers has baffled scholars for decades. Some suggest that they were offering to the gods, while others posit that these lines served as astronomical calendars or ritual pathways. How these ancient inhabitants conceived and executed a plan so vast and precise remains one of the greatest puzzles of archaeology. The mere thought that people thousands of years ago mapped out these enormous figures without the aerial perspective we have today raises questions about their knowledge, culture, and capabilities. Exploring yet another ancient civilization, we turn our attention to the Indus Valley, particularly to the city of Mohenjo-Daro. This urban center, discovered in the 1920s, astonished archaeologists with its advanced urban planning and sophisticated drainage system, unparalleled for its time. The houses were built using standardized baked bricks, and the streets were laid out in perfect grids, something that many cities did not accomplish until centuries later. However, the Indus Valley civilization vanished mysteriously around 19 BCE. What catastrophic event, internal conflict, or fateful decision led to their abrupt disappearance? Despite notable advancements in technology and urban living, the secrets of what happened to this civilization remain tantalizingly out of reach. In Asia, mysteries abound as well, particularly in the realm of ancient texts. The Sanskrit scripture known as the Vedas holds profound insights, but also unexplainable concepts that seem to presage modern scientific phenomena, such as the atomic theory and advanced medicine. How could these ancient texts contain insights into the universe's workings that modern science only began to grasp centuries later? Researchers and linguists are still trying to decode the full extent of the wisdom encapsulated in these scriptures, but some claim that much has already been lost to time, a treasure trove of knowledge slipping through our fingers like sand. One cannot explore ancient mysteries without mentioning the Moai of Easter Island, a testament to human ingenuity and, simultaneously, a source of relentless speculation. Carved from volcanic rock, These enormous statues represent the ancestors of the Rapa Nui people. Still, the questions surrounding their transport from quarry to site remain unanswered. How did the islanders, with no draft animals, move these massive sculptures across rugged terrain? And why did they stop creating and erecting new ones? Some theories suggest environmental collapse and resource depletion may have played a role, but the truth remains speculative, serving as a poignant reminder of the limits of our understanding. Turning our gaze to a different kind of enigma, we find the perplexing code of the Voynich Manuscript. This mysterious book, written in an unbroken cipher and filled with intricate illustrations of plants, astronomical charts, and unidentified diagrams, has stumped cryptographers and historians alike since its discovery nearly a century ago. Some suggest it is a hoax, while others believe it to be the work of an avant-garde naturalist or the remnants of a lost civilization's knowledge. With every effort to decode its language leading to dead ends, the Voynich Manuscript stands resolute in its silence, a puzzle that persists in daring us to unveil its mysteries. As we journey through these ancient secrets, we find captivating synchronicities between cultures separated by distance and time. The pyramids echo the Mayan pyramids of the Yucatan, each civilization creating monumental structures steeped in significance yet conveying a sense of profound loss as their meanings have been obscured. The monolithic structures, the enigmatic writings, and the mythical geoglyphs remind us how diverse yet interconnected human consciousness is across geography and epochs. These mysteries raise fascinating questions about our own understanding of history and science. Could it be that there were once civilizations so technologically advanced that they left legacies we are only beginning to comprehend? Or perhaps they had insights into the universe and our existence that have faded into myth? While science continues to strive to piece together the past, the vestiges of ancient mysteries remain tantalizingly just out of reach. The urge to solve these puzzles propels us forward in our quest for knowledge, reminding us that despite our progress, there is still much awaiting discovery, a wealth of historical lore intertwined with the very essence of what it means to be human. So, as we contemplate these extraordinary remnants of human endeavor, striving to unlock their secrets, we realize that the pursuit of understanding is not merely an academic exercise, it is a deeply human experience. Each of these mysteries not only beckons our intellect, but also stirs our souls, reminding us of the spirit of inquiry that defines our existence. As we delve deeper into the ancient quests of knowledge, the echoes of the past continue to resonate, urging us to look further and think beyond the tangible boundaries of our current understanding. The journey is vast, filled with endless possibilities, as we endeavor to reconcile the mysteries that still linger in the shadows of our shared history. The thread of ancient mysteries weaves through the fabric of time, binding us to cultures long past and enigmas yet to be solved. When we consider the long-forgotten civilizations, for instance, the monumental achievements of the Egyptians stand as profound testaments to human ingenuity. The Great Pyramid of Giza, with its massive stones perfectly aligned, radiates an aura of the divine, challenging our understanding of both architecture and the celestial. How did they move such colossal blocks? Was it sheer manpower, or did they possess knowledge that has since been lost? Each stone whispers secrets of an era when stars and stones spoke to the builders, revealing truths beyond the realm of science. Further to the east, the Indus Valley civilization flourished amid sophistication, boasting urban planning and drainage systems that looped through the settlements like veins. Yet, despite their remarkable advancements, their script remains undeciphered. Even now, scholars pore over what may be the keys to unlocking the language of these ancient people. The inscriptions, rife with patterns and symbols, stir curiosity, evoking a sense of wonder. They ignite the imagination, prompting questions about the people's thoughts, beliefs, and daily lives that remain frustratingly out of reach. It's as if the words themselves are enchanted, holding on to their secrets with an iron grip, teasing scholars who dare to unlock their mysteries. In the Americas, the Nazca Lines' massive geoglyphs etched into the Peruvian desert remain shrouded in speculation. From the ground, they are invisible, only revealing their full majesty from above, perhaps an invitation to the gods or a celestial map for ancient astronomers. As scientists employ technology to decipher their purpose, various hypotheses emerge, ranging from agricultural calendars to ceremonial pathways. Yet, despite extensive research, a definitive explanation eludes us, reinforcing the idea that some cultural expressions are meant to remain enigmatic, wrapped in the layers of their makers' intentions. Turning our minds to the ancient Greeks reveals yet another layer of complexity. The Oracle of Delphi, revered as a conduit between the divine and the mortal realm, stands out not only for its historical significance, but also for the hazy veil that obscures its practices. The Pythia, who delivered cryptic prophecies, was said to breathe in vapors rising from the earth, channeling wisdom from beyond. But what truly lay behind these utterances? Was it mystical revelation, or was she merely a conduit of the subconscious mind of the community? The interplay of religion and psychology intertwines here, presenting a conundrum that science has yet to fully penetrate. Stretching through the sands of time also lie the tales of Atlantis, the fabled utopia described by Plato. This ideal society, advanced in technology and wisdom, vanished beneath the waves only to emerge in our collective consciousness as a symbol of lost potential. Are there remnants of this civilization yet to be found? Or is Atlantis merely a metaphor reflecting human aspiration and failure? Archaeologists often argue for its existence, while skeptics caution against pursuing lost myths. This duality surfaces in our quest for understanding, as we grapple with the boundary between what we wish to believe and what can be substantiated. The allure of discovering a sunken city keeps adventurers and academics alike pondering its whereabouts, feeding into our eternal fascination with the unknown. The ancient Mayan civilization further adds to this tapestry of mystery. Their intricate calendar systems and monumental architecture whisper tales of astronomical prowess and spiritual connection to the cosmos. Yet, the reason behind their sudden collapse, an enigma that both captivates and chills, remains a puzzle. Was it environmental degradation, warfare, or perhaps a shift in spiritual beliefs that led to their downfall? The lush jungles that once held cities of grandeur now reclaim their lushness, rendering their histories partially concealed. Researchers now turn to drone technology and advanced imaging systems to unveil buried structures, hoping to piece together the final chapters of a story interrupted. Lastly, there's Stonehenge, a remarkable convergence of ancient knowledge and ambition. This stone circle has sparked myriad theories, from celestial alignment and astrological observation to religious significance. As we contemplate its purpose, we recognize a profound connection not just to the past, but to ourselves. What drove our ancestors to erect such monumental structures, defying time and the elements? This nexus of human endeavor resonates through the ages, echoing the persistent human search for meaning, understanding, and belonging. Moving forward, researchers and enthusiasts alike delve into the study of ancient texts, art, and architecture, seeking to bridge the gap between our current knowledge and the shadows of civilizations past. But the traces left behind can be tantalizingly elusive. Each artifact uncovered often only heightens the question surrounding it, rather than providing clear answers. Consider the Rosetta Stone, which, when discovered, illuminated ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs and sparked a renaissance of understanding. Yet other artifacts, such as the Antikythera mechanism, an ancient analog computer, defy simple categorization, encapsulating astonishing sophistication, leading to debates about what this implies regarding the capabilities of ancient technology. Amidst these investigations, more obscure corners of history beckon, like the enigmatic lines of the Enuma Elish, the Babylonian creation myth. It reveals the blend of cosmology and moral philosophy, exposing how cultures perceive their place in the universe through the lens of divine stories. Meanwhile, the Sphinx of Giza poses unanswered riddles, its erosion and enigmatic smile guarded by millennia of silence. The possibility that it guards hidden chambers or treasures adds layers to its mystique, a siren call for adventurers drawn to buried secrets. Throughout all these threads, similarities emerge, reminding us of the universal desire to comprehend our beginnings, our end, and the purpose of existence. This impulse transcends individual cultures and epochs, uniting us with those who lived thousands of years before. Whether through art, architecture, or oral traditions, the ancient quest for meaning pulses at the core of humanity, revealing an intrinsic yearning that remains insatiable. In our efforts to unravel these ancient conundrums, we find ourselves facing not just historical or scientific quandaries, but existential musings on the nature of humanity. Are we, in our modern era, any closer to truth than those who came before? Or do the mysteries merely evolve as we build upon their legacy in our own quests for knowledge and enlightenment? Perhaps the very act of probing these questions shapes our identity, anchoring our place within the continuum of time. With every excavation, every deciphered script, and every hypothesis tested, we come to realize that our explorations are inextricably linked to the past. The ancients may be gone, but their echoes linger. Each discovery serves as a bridge, connecting dots across centuries of silence, revealing how deeply intertwined our journeys truly are. As we continue to seek the wisdom of the ages, the ancient mysteries endure as both a challenge and an invitation, beckoning us to dig deeper, both into the earth and into the vast recesses of our own humanity. With the advent of new technologies, the field of archaeology is poised for a renaissance that can reveal insights previously deemed unattainable. Ground-penetrating radar, aerial drone imaging, and thermal imaging might soon illuminate the obscured stories buried beneath layers of earth and time, potentially unveiling new findings that could rewrite our understanding of ancient cultures. As researchers stand on the cusp of these advancements, the anticipation of discovery cascades through the academic community, sparking renewed enthusiasm for unlocking the past. Thus, this journey is far from over. The echoing resonance of ancient mysteries lingers in the air, whispering to our modern hearts and minds. The spirit of inquiry continues to blaze trails into the shadows, leading us not just closer to knowledge, but deeper into the fascinating mystery of what it means to be human, a question that transcends time and will forever keep the flame of curiosity alive. As we delve deeper into this endless quest for understanding, we stumble upon artifacts that defy our comprehension, tokens of a bygone era that reveal both the brilliance and the enigma of ancient civilizations. The walls of time, intricately layered with stories yet to be told, beckon us to step closer and gaze into their depths. Among these mysteries, the great Pyramids of Giza stand resolute, towering over the endless sands, inviting relentless inquiry. Scholars have debated the purpose behind their construction, yet the prevailing theories, the alignment with celestial bodies, a burial ground for pharaohs, and even suggestions of advanced technology only deepen the intrigue surrounding these monolithic structures. Each stone, meticulously placed, embodies the efforts of thousands, showcasing engineering prowess that appears almost otherworldly. Some argue that the Egyptians possessed knowledge of mathematics and astronomy far superior to what we had presumed. This nuance nudges historians and archaeologists alike to reevaluate what was conceivable in an age often labeled as primitive. But even as the sands of Egypt sculpt or correct our understanding, what about the remnants of lost civilizations like the Minoans on the island of Crete? Their vibrant frescoes and sophisticated urban design raise questions about their abrupt disappearance. How could a thriving culture vanish seemingly overnight, leaving behind only vague references in myths and fragmented archaeological evidence? The legend of Atlantis, that mythical island purportedly consumed by the sea, looms large over the imagination of humanity. Plato's account tantalizes. It suggests a civilization ahead of its time with advanced technology and social structure. Lost to the depths of the ocean, a metaphor for our cyclical rise and fall. Scholars and dreamers alike have scoured the globe, hunting for so-called Atlantis, tracing the footprints of an imagined society. The allure lies not solely in the quest for discovery, but in the hint of warning it carries about the fragility of greatness. In an age of increasing moral ambiguity, the notion that even the most enlightened could fall from grace propels our understanding forward, forever rooted in the duality of possibility and peril. Yet, away from the intricacies of advanced societies, the simpler yet equally perplexing questions arise. The Nazca Lines in Peru unveil another aspect of humanity's relationship with the unknown. Huge geoglyphs etched into the desert floor depict creatures, plants, and geometric shapes, visible only from the skies. Were they astronomical calendars, religious symbols, or simply artistic expressions crafted by civilizations that sought to communicate with the heavens? Flying over these sprawling figures gives one a sense of awe, but even more so, a longing to understand the people who drew them. Despite modern technology's lenses, it seems the deeper meanings may forever remain a riddle wrapped in mystery. Across oceans and time, we find ourselves wandering into the dense jungles of Central America where the Mayan civilization flourished. The remnants of their once prosperous cities serve as a canvas illustrating a sophisticated society that had a profound understanding of mathematics and astronomy. The Mayans created an intricately detailed calendar that could predict celestial events with astonishing accuracy, far more precise than many of the tools at our disposal today. However, their mysterious decline leaves a myriad of questions in its wake. What drove this civilization to the brink? Was it warfare, drought, or collective disillusionment? The absence of definitive answers fuels speculation and ignites discussions about sustainability, civilization, and the cyclical nature of human achievement. Flipping the pages of archaeology also unveils the lost city of Pompeii, shrouded by the wrath of Vesuvius. Frozen in time, the city tells a story of both triumph and tragedy, preserving the lives of ordinary people amid an extraordinary disaster. The intricate murals, the waxy casts of victims caught in the sudden embrace of molten lava, evoke a poignant reminder of mortality. Here lies a truth that transcends epochs. the struggle between human endeavor and nature's capriciousness. The myriad ways civilizations interpret and respond to catastrophes serve as powerful parables, revealing insights into our own societal vulnerabilities. The mysteries don't end there. They extend into the realm of language and the cryptic scripts that have eluded decipherment for centuries. Consider the Indus Valley civilization, whose symbols etched in seals remain undeciphered despite the passage of millennia. What stories lay embedded in those enigmatic patterns? Are they records of governance, trade, or even poetic expression? The absence of clarity, paired with the evidence of an organized urban culture, provokes a haunting contemplation of cultural continuity and loss. On a different continent, the emergence of Stonehenge prompts yet another cascade of questions. This megalithic structure, draped in folklore and intrigue, stands witness to human endeavor and cosmic connection. Its true purpose remains a source of fascination. A burial ground, an astronomical observatory, or a place of ritualistic gatherings? How did these stones come to be arranged in this manner? And what did they signify to the generations that roamed the land? Beyond its stones lies a stark reality, one of our ceaseless yearning to connect to realms beyond our grasp. Each theory, each interpretation, reveals our desires to transcend the mundane and reach out for the divine. The mysteries of ancient dwellings dazzle in their variety, offering glimpses into vast narratives of human experience. From the bustling streets of ancient Rome to the terraced farming of the Incas, the imprints of our ancestors tell stories richer and more intricate than we often dare imagine. Even the mayhem of ancient warfare presents a narrative woven with threads of strategy, desperation, and shifting allegiances. The battlefields of yore echo with the clamor of warriors, their legacies born in the aftermath of conflict, posing reflective insights on the nature of power and survival. Yet as we continue our investigation, we arrive at the allure of lost knowledge, the ancient texts that have managed to wade through the murky waters of time. Tales hint at libraries containing the vast wisdom of the ages, yet only fragments survive, rendering countless works of literature and philosophy mere shadows of what they were once meant to convey. The Library of Alexandria stands as an enduring symbol of that lost knowledge, its flames consuming a treasury of wisdom, the ramifications resounding through the ages as a warning against our underestimation of preserving cultural heritage. Still, with the emergence of modern technology like genetic sequencing and digital mapping, there is a renewed hope that perhaps the strands of ancient knowledge might be woven back into our understanding of the world. The data culled from ancient remains might reveal connections to our past that enrich our present, offering us lessons in resilience, adaptability, and the essence of what binds us together through time. This interplay between the past and present sets the stage not just for preservation, but for reimagining of what it means to be human. The whispers of ancient secrets urge us forward into the depths of history yet to be uncovered. As we traverse the labyrinth of time, the quest for answers opens doors to countless possibilities. Each unraveled thread invites us to question, contemplate, and connect the tapestry of existence that binds civilizations and cultures. Should we stumble upon evidence that shifts our understanding of humanity's past, we must continue to tread carefully, navigating through the sands of time and the remnants of those who came before us. In the ongoing dialogue between our modern knowledge and ancient mysteries, we embrace not only the responsibility of preserving history, but also the exhilaration of discovery, the incessant pursuit of answers that enriches our humanity and strengthens our bond with the world around us. The ancient secrets, once cloaked in the enigma of time, continue to shape our understanding of existence and illuminate the pathways towards a future yet unwritten. The journey itself, the questions we ask, the discoveries we make becomes as captivating as the answers we seek. Therefore, as we pause to reflect on the depths of history we've explored, we find ourselves standing at the cusp of a new adventure. Each revelation about our ancient past lays a foundation that empowers not just our understanding of who we are, but more importantly, illuminates paths for what we might become. The challenges may be daunting, and the answers may elude us, but in pursuit of these ancient mysteries, we unveil connections that bind us across the ages, a testimony to the human spirit that continues to probe, reflect, and ultimately search for its own meaning. Thus, in this magnificent tapestry of existence, as we gaze into the past, we gather the strength to navigate our tomorrow. The vastness of history reveals echoes of civilizations long gone, yet intriguingly persistent, beckoning us to explore the riddles they left behind. From the majestic pyramids of Egypt to the enigmatic megaliths of Stonehenge, each structure stands as a testament not only to human ingenuity, but also to a realm of knowledge that appears to transcend the bounds of time and reason. We often stand in awe before these grand wonders, pondering the methods employed by their creators, yet so much remains shrouded in the mists of the unknown. Was it mere prowess in engineering, or did these societies wield a deeper understanding of the cosmos and the elements? One that has become obscured by the passage of millennia? Consider, for a moment, the art of navigation practiced by ancient mariners. The Polynesians embarked on journeys across vast oceans, guided not by modern compasses or maps, but by the stars, the waves, and even the subtle scents carried by the winds. Their navigational prowess suggests a profound connection to nature and an intuitive sense of the rhythms of the earth, a wisdom perhaps lost in our contemporary, technology-driven existence. This knowledge, passed down through generations, exemplifies an understanding so intricate and profound that it eludes the catch of modern science, the calibration of practical skill with a spiritual comprehension of the world. As we delve deeper into antiquity, we'd encounter the mysterious practices of early alchemists, whose quest for the philosopher's stone symbolized not just a thirst for gold, but a yearning for transformation. Their cryptic texts and symbols, laden with esoteric meaning, remind us of the great human desire to transcend our earthly limitations. Could it be that these alchemical pursuits were not merely scientific experiments, but also profound metaphysical journeys? What if the mastery of turning lead into gold or creating the elixir of life was captured in the willingness to turn inward and confront the depths of one's own psyche? For many, these pursuits reflect an ongoing inner dialogue between the material and spiritual worlds, one that remains as relevant today as it was in the medieval ages. Turning our gaze toward the East, we encounter the ancient wisdom of the East Asian traditions, where the balance of yin and yang forms a foundational principle. This duality evokes profound truths about existence, highlighting an intrinsic unity among opposites. Through the lens of Chinese philosophy, we appreciate how these ancient sages understood the necessity of balance not only in weather patterns, but within human emotion and thought. How can we, in our fractured modern lives, recover this sense of harmony? The question resonates across time. As we unravel the teachings of these sages, we find they lay a philosophical groundwork for both healing and understanding ourselves in a world often devoid of tranquility. Similarly, the ancient texts of India, such as the Vedas and the Upanishads, invite us into a labyrinth of thought that stretches beyond the mere physical. These scriptures delve into the nature of existence, consciousness, and the universe, often portraying an interconnectedness that challenges the very fabric of our individual perceptions. The quest for enlightenment depicted therein invites us to contemplate the nature of reality itself. Science, while equipped with tools to dissect the material world, often struggles to grasp the essence of consciousness, the very lens through which we perceive our existence. In this light, the luminaries of the East remind us that the inquiry into the nature of the self may unlock truths elusive to empirical inquiry. As we traverse varied landscapes of ancient knowledge, we must also reckon with indigenous wisdom that has flourished for millennia. The narratives and traditions of native tribes across the globe pulse with insights drawn from a profound relationship with the land, and therein lies a significant secret often lost to modern civilization. The reverence for nature, where trees, rivers, and mountains are imbued with spirit and meaning, fosters a holistic understanding of humanity's place in the web of life. The oral histories passed down through generations serve as both spiritual and ecological guides, urging us to remember that our survival is intertwined with the well-being of the earth. In the wisdom of these cultures, we find lessons of sustainability and respect for natural rhythms that modern societies could greatly benefit from. Natural wonders, too, call upon us to appreciate the untold stories etched into the landscape. The Nazca Lines in Peru, immense geoglyphs shrouded in mystery, provoke curiosity that modern science has yet to fully satisfy. While some suggest these lines were astronomical calendars or pathways for ceremonial purposes, the truth remains elusive, leaving room for speculation that reflects our own desires to understand the cosmic connection to our existence. These ancient creations remind us that ancient societies possessed an understanding of geography and astronomy which, when combined with spirituality, produced art that continues to fascinate and perplex. As the thread of exploration continues, we find ourselves questioning not just the tangible remnants of ancient civilizations, but also the fragmented records and oral histories that have shaped our collective subconscious. The myths and legends that span cultures reveal recurring themes of creation, heroism, fallibility, and transformation. These narratives serve to not only entertain, but offer moral compasses, representing a wisdom that remains relevant in navigating the chaos of contemporary life. The hero's journey, as outlined by mythologist Joseph Campbell, echoes through countless tales across epochs, suggesting a shared human experience tied to our evolving identity. Yet, The quest for understanding these mysteries inevitably encounters obstacles: the bureaucracy of modern academia, differing worldviews, and the encroachment of technology may overshadow these intricate tapestries of human thought. While science has granted us extraordinary advancements and insights, it is also critical to recognize the limitations of a purely rational approach. The ancient seekers embarked on journeys that encompassed the entire spectrum of human experience, blending philosophy, spirituality, and experiential wisdom. In this age of information, the quest for meaning must also include these broader perspectives, allowing us to cultivate a more nuanced understanding of existence. In our pursuit of knowledge, we must also confront the shadows lurking within ancient texts and traditions, revealing the oscillation between wisdom and folly. Ancient prophecies and texts, revered as sacred, can also reflect the fears and limitations of their creators. This duality presents us with a choice: to embrace our capacity for growth or to remain confined by the shackles of belief. Wisdom, after all, is not the end but an unfolding. It inspires us to question, explore, and reevaluate our experiences continually. Therefore, the journey through ancient secrets does not merely reaffirm our past, but actively influences our trajectory moving forward, creating a profound tapestry of interconnectedness with those who walked before us. The challenge remains, however: how do we awaken the slumbering knowledge embedded within these teachings? How can we, as modern sojourners, bridge the divide between antiquity and our present day? The key may lie not solely in scholarly study or empirical experimentation, but in the recognition that each person has a unique perspective and inherent wisdom shaped by their experiences. As we engage with ancient texts and traditions, we must welcome the dialogue that unites generations and cultures rather than allowing the barriers of time and place to obscure our understanding. There is a symbiotic relationship waiting to be rediscovered, where we can learn from the multitude of voices echoing through history, thereby enriching our own path of inquiry. As we stand poised on the precipice of the unknown, the search for wisdom demands curiosity, humility, and a desire to connect with the very essence of what it means to be human. Even elusive truths from ancient times can hold transformative power if we remain open to listening, learning, and integrating these insights into our ever-evolving story. Thus, we find ourselves standing amidst a vibrant tapestry of existence, empowered to continue this exploration, ready to traverse the vast ocean of ancient mysteries that await our conscious engagement. In this grand exploration, we encounter the echoes of civilizations long past, cultures that infuse their existence with methods of observation and understanding that sometimes elude us in our modern analytical structures. Take, for instance, the intricate pyramids of Egypt, those magnificent structures that rise defiantly against the sands of time. To this day, their exact purpose and the methods used in their construction spark lively debate among historians and scientists alike. Was it solely a burial ground for pharaohs, or did these towering edifices also serve as cosmic observatories, aligning perfectly with celestial bodies? Ancient Egyptians possessed a wealth of knowledge about the stars and their movements, which suggests a sophisticated understanding of the universe that we are still striving to grasp. Just as fascinating are the ancient texts, those laboriously inscribed scrolls and tablets that are often shrouded in layers of symbolism, mythology, and intricate philosophy. The Vedas of India, the enigmatic writings of the Mayans, and the teachings of Confucius all present profound insights defining human experience, morality, and the universe's nature. Yet, as scholars comb through these ancient wisdoms, the interpretations can differ widely. What is the ultimate truth embedded in these narratives? How do we decipher the lessons intended for us, cobbled together from lives lived thousands of years ago? The answers may lie not in a single interpretation, but rather in a multitude of perspectives that together paint a broader picture of existence. Then we embark on our journey into the realms of mythology, where ancient lore stirs the imagination and reveals humanity's deep-seated fears and aspirations. The tales of gods and heroes reflect not only the cultural milieu of their creators, but also fundamental human struggles. The Trojan War, as chronicled in Homer's epic poetry, isn't merely a story of conflict between two realms. It speaks of honor, betrayal, love, and destiny. These timeless themes resonate across generations, prompting us to revisit our own choices and relationships. The critical task of examining these ancient stories is not merely in their entertainment value, but in how they mirror our contemporary dilemmas. Looking further back, we'd encounter the wisdom of the Asher poles and other totemic structures that dotted ancient landscapes. These objects, often regarded as embodiments of fertility and the divine feminine, challenge modern monotheistic perceptions of spirituality. What does it reveal about the sacredness of balance and duality in our understanding of existence? In a world that often yearns for straightforward explanations, ancient practices remind us that spirituality can be multifaceted, rooted in reverence for nature, interconnectedness, and the cyclical nature of life. Exploration soon leads us to the vast expanse of the oceans, where the mysteries of ancient seafarers test our understanding of navigation and cosmography. Viking longships cut through turbulent waters with an expertise that prompts admiration and bewilderment. How did these adventurers traverse the icy northern seas with such confidence? Were they guided solely by the stars, or did a more profound, instinctual understanding of their environment play a role? Perhaps it was a combination of the two, hinting at a synergy between technology and natural intuition that we continually strive to emulate. This sense of adventure isn't confined to the waters of the north. The Polynesians, skilled navigators of the vast Pacific, employed an intricate knowledge of oceanic patterns, currents, and the behavior of sea life to find islands lost to time. Their deep reverence for the ocean and its rhythm showcases a level of environmental awareness we aspire to today. These mariners remind us that our ancestors knew how to listen to the land and sea, teachings we often overlook in our rush toward technological advancement. Transitioning from the sea to the mountains brings us to the awe-inspiring civilization of the Incas. Their lofty cities built in harmony with the rugged Andes Mountains invite us to wonder how such architectural feats were achieved. Machu Picchu, shrouded in mist, stands as a testimony to a people who understood their surroundings in ways that continue to baffle modern architects and engineers. How did they manipulate stone so deftly without the metal tools we consider indispensable today? Here lies a reminder. Sometimes simplicity holds an unparalleled elegance capable of bringing forth functionality without overwhelming complexity. Mountainous terrains often symbolize challenges and tests, both externally and within ourselves. For many, the journey to spiritual awakening involves navigating the peaks and valleys of personal experience, reminiscent of ancient fostering practices that emphasize trial and resilience. These paths illuminate a powerful metaphysical truth, emphasizing the necessity of overcoming and embracing discomfort not just in a physical sense, but as integral to growth. In the deserts of the ancient Near East, we encounter the profound wisdom of the ancient texts that shaped moral frameworks still in use today. The teachings attributed to sages and prophets articulate human struggles with justice, morality, and faith, weaving them into a collective narrative that has shaped societies for millennia. From the Code of Hammurabi to the teachings of Zoroaster, these texts serve not merely as historical artifacts, but as continuing dialogues about right and wrong, sacred and profane. Navigating deeper, we touch upon the echoes of lost civilizations, whose remnants still whisper to us through ruins, artifacts, and oral traditions. The Minoan civilization, revered for its artistic prowess and advanced societal structure, ultimately succumbed to disaster shrouded in mystery. Did the island of Crete witness a cataclysm that brought about its downfall? Or did political strife weaken its foundations? Here we find ourselves in a nuanced discourse examining resilience and vulnerability in an unpredictable world, aspects of the human condition shared across time. The practice of alchemy opens yet another portal to hidden knowledge. Once an esoteric scientific endeavor, alchemy sought the conversion of base metals into gold and the quest for the elusive philosopher's stone. But this pursuit was not merely about material wealth. Rather, it symbolized a transformative journey toward enlightenment, representing the aspiration for spiritual purification and oneness with the cosmos. The ancient alchemists left behind a legacy of metaphorical wisdom, calling on us to turn inward, exploring our inner landscapes and potential, ultimately stressing the importance of transformation in our lives. As we stand amidst these ancient explorations, it becomes clear that the wisdom of the ages extends far beyond empirical measures. It transcends the boundaries of time, inviting us to embrace uncertainty and mystery as essential elements of the human experience. The hints left by our forebears emphasize that it is through questions rather than answers that we embark on the most profound discoveries. Curiosity remains the lifeblood of existence, sparking connections across disparate eras and cultures. Thus, the mysteries we pursue evolve and deepen, requiring us not only to seek answers, but to appreciate the journey itself. The ancient pathways of thought and belief offer countless opportunities for rediscovery and reflection, inviting us to cultivate a sense of mindfulness as we learn from those who walked before us. With each insight gleaned, we forge connections that bind us not only to history, but also to the overarching narrative of humanity's search for meaning, purpose, and connection. And so, we find ourselves engaged in an intricate dance with the ancients, a vibrant interplay that fuels our desire to know and understand. Each generation bears the torch of inquiry, passing it on to the next, ensuring that the stories of old continue to resonate with relevance. As we probe the depths of these ancient mysteries, we learn to dance along the thin line between the known and the unknown, fully appreciating the beauty inherent in each step, forever transformed by the knowledge we glean from the wisdom of those who came before, setting the stage for countless journeys yet to unfold. Consider the marvels left behind by the ancients, artifacts and monuments that echo whispers of a time when the world was painted in strokes of myth and legend. Take, for instance, the Pyramids of Giza, towering against the stark backdrop of the desert. These colossal structures have fascinated scholars for centuries. They stand as a testament to human ingenuity and ambition, yet their purpose remains cloaked in ambiguity. Some posit they were grand tombs for pharaohs, while others venture that they served as celestial markers, aligning perfectly with the stars. Through dusty tomes, we scrutinize hieroglyphs and inscribe a tentative understanding of their significance, yet each layer of meaning leads to further questions, reinforcing the enigmatic legacy of these ancient marvels. In the dense jungles of the Yucatan Peninsula, another puzzle lies quietly: Machu Picchu, an Incan citadel often veiled in mist. This citadel's intricate stonework and harmonious integration with the surrounding landscape speak of a civilization deeply attuned to nature. The purpose behind its construction remains relatively obscure. Was it a royal estate, a religious site, or perhaps a retreat for the elite? Archaeologists and historians alike grapple with its meanings, revealing a tapestry woven with conjectures, expertise, and fragments of cultural context. Each discovery adds a new thread yet doesn't fully unravel the mystery. Like pieces of a larger mosaic, they contribute to our understanding while simultaneously reinforcing the gaps in our knowledge. Travel further to the far reaches of the Pacific, where the enigmatic Easter Island, or Rapa Nui, captivates with its towering Moai statues. These colossal figures were painstakingly carved from volcanic rock, yet their purpose and the culture that created them remain bewildering. How did the Rapa Nui people transport these massive monoliths across their island? What did they represent? Each answer seems to generate new inquiries, a cascade of questions that flow as freely as the waves lapping the shores of this isolated locale. The mysteries of Easter Island serve not only as a lingering riddle, but also as poignant reminders of the fragility of human achievement. In our quest to understand them, we confront the delicate balance between ingenuity and sustainability. As we dive deeper into the ocean of ancient cultures, the tales of lost civilizations emerge like shimmering fish beneath the surface. The city of Atlantis, often dismissed as a mere fable by some, captivates the imagination of many. Narrated by Plato as an advanced civilization that fell out of favor with the gods, its legacy blurs the line between history and myth. Explorers, philosophers, and dreamers alike have searched for Atlantis, chasing echoes of a story that transcends time and challenges the precision of historical scholarship. What lessons hide in the pursuit of a city that covers itself with the water of oblivion? To many, Atlantis serves as a metaphor for human ambition, reminding us of the fragility of success and the repercussions of hubris. Then we turn toward the giants of Stonehenge, a monument shrouded in mystery and grandeur. This prehistoric marvel, composed of massive stones arranged in a circular pattern, has elicited myriad theories. From astronomical observatory to ancient burial site, its many interpretations reflect not just human innovation, but an insatiable thirst for understanding our place in the cosmos. The sheer labor and thought invested in its creation signal a culture that held profound spiritual beliefs and a curiosity about celestial movements. Each stone, weathered by time, stands as a page of a story that time itself keeps whispering, but never fully shares. Deep in the heart of the Amazon rainforest, the Nazca Lines trace the earth with intricate designs. Visible only from the skies, these geoglyphs are crafted with striking precision and depict various animals and shapes. What drove the Nazca Society to create monumental art only audible from the heavens? Theories range from religious practices to astronomical alignments, yet none adequately dispel the mystery. The earth beneath our feet holds secrets, inviting us to ponder the motivations of those who saw their artistry from a vantage we cannot replicate. Why do we long for understanding when some mysteries are bound to remain eternally elusive? Across cultures and epochs, the theme of hidden knowledge weaves its way through the narratives of the ancients. The conversations kept alive through oral tradition reflect a desire not just to reveal, but to connect with the people and societies that came before us. Ancient texts, illuminated manuscripts, and engravings inscribed on cave walls convey that even the act of questioning is part of human heritage. Beneath this inquisition lies an acknowledgement of curiosity as a fundamental aspect of our human spirit, a tether between past and present, urging us on a ceaseless quest for enlightenment. However, the passing of time transforms these inquiries into paradoxes. What once seemed tangible becomes an ethereal constellation of remnants. As advancing technologies allow us to peer deeper into ancient structures and texts, the fascination with what remains unknown persists, inviting forth a complex dance between knowledge attained and wisdom absent. Today, we apply cutting-edge science to old bones, studying DNA from preserved remains and employing advanced tools to scan beneath the ground for hidden chambers and pathways. Yet, as we stitch together clues, we find ourselves standing in awe before the unyielding depth of enigma. In the face of our relentless pursuit, we must ponder whether some mysteries are better left unsolved. Perhaps they exist to remind us of our smallness amid the vastness of time. These chronicles speak not only of who we were and who we aspire to be, but they also shine light on the human condition, our quest, our struggles, and our insatiable hunger for more. With each question, we unearth a deeper connection not only to the past, but to one another, giving life to a legacy more vibrant with doubt than certainty. What lies ahead in our journey through time, struggling between the grasp of knowledge and the lure of the unknown? Ancient secrets persist, a tapestry of thoughts and experiences woven through millennia. Though science advances, as do our understandings, there remains a lingering wonder, a curiosity that compels us forward, ready to explore the vast canvas of human history with hope, reverence, and perhaps a tinge of humility.